Hi guys, Sarah here and welcome to Novel Expectations. Welcome to my September 2016 TBR. I'm so happy to be doing TBRs again. After summer book bingo and not having and knowing for 3 months all the books I was going to read was actually kind of depressing. I didn't like that. I was like, oh, I still have all these books to read and it's like there's no new surprise. It's not like you've got something to look forward to at the end of the month. Like, oh, I get to pick all new books, for next month. And because I pick my books randomly, and I don't even know until I hit that literally random number generator to pick books from the spreadsheet, and yes, I have a spreadsheet of every book I own, as well as having them up on Goodreads, it's just exciting to me. So, yeah. I have picked 10 books to read this month. I might be a little overzealous, but 2 of them are back to my childhood books, and 3 of them are Harlequin category romance, which I can usually fly through pretty quickly. So I'm going to start with my print books. Now, when I hauled all these books earlier this summer, I did say that I wanted to read the series in order, 1 book a month. So I'm starting off with City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. It's the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. I'm sure every single person watching this is familiar with this. I am really looking forward to reading this. It is a YA novel, which is something I generally don't read. But at least the print is nice and big, and I should get through it pretty quickly. I'm really hoping I'm going to like them, considering I have now invested in the entire series because I've bought the whole series. I am only short 2 of the books, and I think that's Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Princess. Other than that, I have everything right up to and including Lady Midnight. So, again, I really do hope I like these, or they may be going to the Goodwill. The next 3 print books that I decided to read are all Harlequin category romance, which you guys know how much I love these, but I've been collecting them or buying them. I'm like, I should really start reading them. So the first one is a Harlequin romantic suspense called Guarding the Princess by Lorith Ann White. So how's that for a fun cover, ladies and gentlemen? Sexy times. The next one is called The Hero's Sin, and it's a Harlequin super romance. It's by Darlene Gardner. I love Darlene Gardner. I'm such a big fan of hers. This is from the Welcome to Indigo Spring series. Another nice looking one. And last but not least, from the Harlequin American Romance category, A Father for Jesse by Anne Roth. And this is part of the Fatherhood miniseries. I shouldn't say that, miniseries. I think there's probably 50 or 60 books in this fatherhood-like series. So, yeah, you don't have to read them in any particular order. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one too. I really do like the covers on these. I think they're really, really nice. But that's me. Now we're going to jump into the ebooks that I plan on reading this month. Now, like I said about the Mortal Instruments book that I wanted to read 1 book a month until I finished the series or got caught up with the series, I decided to do the same thing with the Crew of Hunters series by Heather Graham. There are, I think, 20 some odd books now in the series. And my plan is to read 1 a month, and she is constantly coming out with new ones, so eventually I hope to catch up. That'll probably be when the series finishes. So I'm really, really looking forward to these. So I'm starting out with book number 1, which is Phantom Evil by Heather Graham. This is about a haunted house, essentially, and it takes place in New Orleans. So this is going to be a deliciously scary, fun book, and I'm really looking forward to it. The next book is Nowhere But Here by Katie McGarity. I think that's her name. I have it written down, but I don't know if that's actually correct. I'm reading off my notes here. But this book, I saw going around BookTube quite a bit. I know it's a YA novel, and I think people said it was a cross between something and Sons of Anarchy, but it's about teenage motorcycle gang or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. It looks like a lot of fun. I got it when it first came out, and it's literally been sitting on my e-reader to be read, so it's about time I get to it. Next book, Last Resort by Jill Sanders. This is one I think I got for free for the Kindle. It's the first book in a series. I think the series is called Last Resort. If it's not and I'm wrong, I'll put it right here. But just a fun contemporary romance novel about a couple. It looks like it takes place in the summertime. It looks like a really nice, light, easy read. So I'm looking forward to that one. And last but not least, The Snow Child by Yolun Ivy. I'm thinking that's how it's pronounced. I saw this book going around BookTube quite a bit in the last few years, and I really wanted to read it, but I never got around to it. Again, it's one that I heard about and bought, but have yet to read. So I am really excited about this one. I believe it's about a couple that finds a child outside in the snow and then they adopt it and stuff happens. So I hope I like it. I love the cover. It's really pretty, so I'm looking forward to it. And last but not least, my two Back to My Childhood books. The first one I have picked is book number 5 in the Babysitters Club series. This is Dawn and the Impossible 3. Dawn is the new babysitter. Dawn is my favorite babysitter in the Babysitters Club, so I'm so happy that Dawn is now part of the series, and I'm looking forward to reading this one. And then the other one is Playing with Fire by Francine Pascal. This is book number 3 in the Sweet Valley High series. I mean, hello to that sweater around the shoulders. Like, can you get more 1980s yuppie than that? I just love the throwback in these books. It is just so much fun. So yeah, so there is all the books that I plan on reading this month. I know I kind of ran through them pretty quickly, but I will talk more about them individually as I get to my Friday reads, and then of course to my wrap-up at the end of the month. Please let me know in the comments below if you have read any of these books and what you thought about them, especially the Mortal Instruments. I'm really interested to see, you know, I know BookTube raves about those books. Like, everybody who talks about them says they love them. But then I've heard other people say they didn't like them so much. So I'm just curious what your thoughts on them are. And until my next video, guys, take care and happy reading. Bye.